Hello everybody, it's the Saints man here, the small van courier driver on the CX. It's Wednesday 28th of July, it's 20 past 3, I'm in Marlow. I'm waiting for a COVID test to pick up at 4 o'clock to take to Aylesbury. This is the week in the life of Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday of this week. So it's been a strange week, because I went, hang on a minute, shut that, we've got the rain. It's been a strange week. I've had a really, seems as though easy week. I haven't done any long stuff. I've done jobs are just alright, and I've took okay money. We'll start like Monday. I booked a job in on, oh hang on, we've got serious rain now. Let's just shut them up. That's it, shut the windows up. Yeah, start with Monday. I'd already booked a job in on Friday for Monday, which was pick up Northampton, right near me, going down to Burgess Hill, just past Gatwick, but it's midway between Gatwick and Brighton. It was one box, it's just one box, about 10 kilos, that's all it was. I got a pick up at 8 o'clock, got there at 10 to 8, and they were ready, it was ready, I think I could have picked it up at 7. Got that 10 to 8, and he said yep, no problem, got it straight away. Took that down to Burgess Hill. Pretty good run actually, because 8 o'clock in Northampton, going down the M1, M25 and M23 past Heathrow can be a pain. It wasn't too bad, so did that job, got 89 quid for that. That was 120 odd miles. Yeah, booked that at £89, and I thought I'd get a job straight away. I think this is what started the week off, just doing a bit of not much. Parked in a garden centre just down the road, in Hassocks, a place called Hassocks, because it put me midway between Gatwick and Brighton, Worthing, and I thought, bound to get something out of there. I've done alright in Brighton before, picking up loads quite quick, but nothing happened for about an hour and a half. And then a job popped up from Chichester, which was 26 miles away, going to Aylesbury, COVID. So I quoted on it, and I thought I probably won't get that, because I've quoted the mileage getting to it, and also all the mileage. And I quoted 95 on that, and yeah, phone went, and got it. Now, it was only 27 mile from where I was, but when I put it was got to pick it up by 25 past 1. But when I put it on the Google, there was loads of problems, traffic through, I think it was through Worthing, and the other side there was lots of aggro. But I found that they give me a contact to phone the customer, which I do normally if I'm going into a busy city 10 minutes before, just to let them know I'm 10 minutes away, and they're normally ready for me by then. They're normally not having to all rush around. I found a customer, says, and it clocked up it just wasn't moving, I was going to be later. So I phoned the shipper first, I phoned the customer first, there was no answer, left a message, said who I was, what courier company I was working for, that I was going to be maybe running about 15-20 minutes late, because I was always going to be at the end of the hour that they allow to pick up, but now it was going to be another 10-15 minutes. Phoned the shipper up, she was as nice as pie. She said they're pretty flexible anyway, as long as the customer's okay, and it's flexible at, at Aylesbury as well. So eventually I phoned a customer when I was 5 minutes away, and I was going to be just over 20 minutes after the hour. 1:45 instead of 1:25. And he said, absolutely no problem at all, mate. He said, I got your message. He said, I've got no hassles. It was a residential address in West Wittering. As it happens, if it had been Chichester, I'd have been there virtually on time, but West Wittering's a bit further. So that was great. I mean, I didn't even get out of the van. He was waiting. I said to him, I'm 5 minutes away. When I come to his drive, he was at the end of the drive with a parcel, with a COVID. So that was great. So Aylesbury, drove up to Aylesbury, and I was close enough to home, and the mileage wasn't too bad. So I was home by about 5:30. So all in all, a good day. I did 184 that day, which I try and do 200, but 180 is 900 a week. I'll take 180 if I, but I thought, well, I'm happy with that. I just had one run down, one run back. Yeah, easy. Absolutely easy. So I picked a job up on the way back. I was stuck on the motorway on the M1, and I put the laptop on and put the location Northampton, and a job popped up from near me again. In fact, it was same industrial estate in Northampton to Milton Keynes for the next morning. It was only 22 miles all in, and I thought, and it was pick up at 8 o'clock again. I thought I could do that. If I could get that in, I'd be in Milton Keynes for 9, maybe a touch after. But it's a good area, and I'm already, if I could get it, and I thought, well, I'll bung 35 quid and 34 quid. I didn't bung 34 quid for 22 miles. I thought, well, I won't get it probably, but you never know. Well, I did get it. The phone went quite quickly, and he says, can you do that little job for me tomorrow? And I says, yeah, not a problem. And it was picking up like a metal trolley or something from one engineering company to another, and it was in Wolverton. So it was even better drive. Didn't even touch the motorway. Went down. There's a little back roads near me I can use, and it was 22 miles all in, 34 quid. So instantly I'm up, and I delivered it by 8:45. So I was looking for a job then. Nothing. I went and got myself a sandwich in Tesco's in Wolverton, which was only half a mile down the road, and got myself a drink. And I thought, be a bit selective now, because I'm already 34 quid up, and it's not 9, it's just about 9. And a job popped up from Northampton. It's taking BMW parts from a distribution centre in Northampton. I've done it before. It's not bad. It's okay. I've never done it like this before, because I quoted on it. I thought, well, I can be selective, and I can quote I'm going to quote high. And it was 2 drops, one to Bishop Stortford, Stansted Bishop Stortford between the two, and one to Chelmsford. So it was 2 drops, small van. So it worked out they'd worked it out at 130 mile, which I thought, that looks way off. I thought, I'm sure it's not that far. But they'd worked it off going from Northampton down to the M1, around the M25, up the M11, roughly that way. So I quoted 98 quid for 100, what they said. Got a phone call quite quickly, and it was a 10:30 pickup. So I'd got plenty of time to get to, it was only Wolverton, Northampton's only 12 miles, 15 miles. So I got time to pick it up, plenty of time on my hands, and I got a phone call, yeah. Can you do it? I said, yeah, can do that, that's no problem. I said, it's a small van, yeah, small van job. Don't get in before 10:30 is your time. And I've been to the distribution centre before, under a canopy, and normally you just ring a bell and it's there. Well, I got there about 10:15 after I thought, just punts around really, sat outside, had a little look at YouTube and Facebook. Went in at 10:15, and you go to the right after the gatehouse, there's the canopy, all the big lorries go to the left and all the small ones. And there was 11 vans, all parked, with their back doors open. All in 2 rows. I'm like, what the hell? There's one van my size, there was a Ford Connect, and the rest were either small wheelbase, Transits, Renault Trafics, and there was a couple of big vans. I'm like, what the hell's going on here? So I backed up in line, in the second row, and it says to the bloke next, I says, you're waiting for work? Yeah. He says, they bring them out on trolleys. He said, you just about got it right, mate. He says, between 10:30 and 11:15, they bring a trolley out, shout out where you're going, and they bring it to your van. I went, okay. He said, you have to just go and check in, though, as they won't bring it out. I think you're not here. So I went and checked in. Went to the open gate. There was a big gentleman there, tall gentleman, well built. Got a clipboard. He says, yes, mate, what you? I showed him on the booking. I said, I've got Bishop Stortford and Chelmsford. He said, yours will be about 11:15. All right, okay. He said, in fact, you can take that one now. There's one there. Well, it was about 2 metres long. It was about like that, and it was like long, rectangular, but it was about 20 metres by 30. It didn't weigh nothing, but it was nearly 2 metres long. I'm like, he said, what van you got? I said, small van. I says, it's down for a small van. He went, I says, the only thing that may help here, I haven't got a bulkhead. I says, I can fold the front seat down. I said, it may go in. He says, I said, shall I go and try it? He says, yeah, go and try it. So I took it over, and took all my kit out the front, folded the front seat flat, moved my sleeping bags and all the kit that I've got, and it fitted by about that much short of the windscreen. I could just about see the mirror, so I'd got it in. I put my kit under it so it was dead flat on the left hand side of my van, this side of the van, and I was like, Jesus. I thought, oh well, it was light as a feather. It didn't even weigh more than a couple of kilos. It was a bit of trim, something like trim, long length of trim, I don't know what it was. Anyway, so he says, you got this and all. There was a glass window. He says, you have to be really careful with that. So I said, yeah, okay. He said, they're both for Chelmsford. He says, then the trolley will come out. And he says, oh, hang on. He says, you can take these as well. He got 3 doors, as in these sort of doors, without the window. I went, mate, I ain't going to get them in there. He went, no, I don't think you are. I said, let me take one out and I'll see. So I carried one out on a trolley, and it laid at that angle. I managed to get it in at an angle, and I could lift it up slightly, and I got it in. I couldn't get another door in. And I says, mate, this is going nowhere. I says, you ain't going to get these in. I says, and you got some more stuff? He said, oh yeah, on the trolley, small stuff. I said, well, what do you want to do? I says, do you want me to phone the shipper? No. He says, you take that door. These 2 doors can go later this afternoon. I'm not worried. And I went, okay, so I'm not taking them doors then. I said, just this one. He said, yeah. I said, and you wait for your cage to come out. Okay. So I waited, and they were shouting out Oxford and Bournemouth, wherever, Birmingham, and so it was all BMWs. And then lad said, I was chatting to a couple of their drivers who work for the company. I was just subbing. And I couldn't do what they do. What they have to work and what they... Just telling me some of the things, they're on this rate and that rate, they have to be here, they have to be there, and they're sort of, the whole life is run by them. And he says, are you on this one lovely old boy who drove a Citroen Relay, big van, parked next to me, he says, so are you on the CX? I said, yeah. I said, it's subbed out to me, I work for myself. And he said, I always thought about giving it a go. He says, but I can get by on the money they give me. He says, I do stacks of hours, he said, every day, he says, and sometimes work Saturday. This bloke's same age as me, nearly 60. And I says, well, I do Monday to Friday. I says, I am in a good area. I said, but I work from about 7:30, 8 o'clock till sort of 5. I said, I do tramp. I says, you can see the gear in the back. I said, I will tramp now and again if it's worth it. I said, if I do tramp, and I said, I've got a mega weight. I didn't tell him how much I took, but it was a bloody sight more than what he took. But hey, that's up to them, innit? Anyway, the cage come out, going back. Bishop Stortford, Chelmsford, yeah, comes across with the cage, and it just about all got in. Literally, I just about got it all in the van, including the bit in the front that was sticking through the windscreen. And then he come out of the Classic. He says, so you ain't got room for these 2 doors? I went, and the bloke in the van next to me went, are you fucking thick? Look at the van, it's heaving. I said, I could put them on the roof if you want and strap them. I says, I don't think BMW will be happy. He went, no, it's all right. I says, your governor over there has already said that they're going later today. Oh, right, he said. So I signed it all off, and off we went. And looking at this long thing, huge thing, was for the first drop in Bishop Stortford, Stansted. And once that come out, the bloke couldn't believe it when I was taking it out in the parts. He went, oh my God, how'd you get that in there? I says, well, it just went in. I said, if I had a bulkhead, it wouldn't have gone in. He said, Jesus. So delivered them 2. And the mileage was down to the M25 around and up the M11 and across. No, I didn't do that. I went down to 13 and cut across the A507, which goes right the way across country, cut out 26 miles, 25 miles. So pence per mile's great. So we got that tip to Chelmsford. And then I'm looking for a job home, really. A job somewhere near home or a longer job, and I'm gone. It was only about 2 o'clock. I thought if I get a job somewhere near home, I'll get a job, long job now, 4 hours, I'll stay out, I could earn good money today, or I could just get a job home. And a job popped up, Leigh-on-Sea to Hemel Hempstead. And it'd been on there once and it pinged again, and I wasn't that far from Leigh-on-Sea, just short of Southend, Chelmsford. I weren't too far, so I quoted £1 a mile, loaded, not me getting there, loaded. And got a phone call, which she says, are you okay to do that job? I went, yeah, absolutely. It's getting warm in. just let this open this window. So let me the other one as well. You have to bear with me. That's it. Yep. So I quoted £1 a mile, loaded and got it. So I did that job up to, it was four boxes, plastic cases. Don't know what was in them. They were sealed though, but they didn't weigh a lot. There was about 5-6 kilos each. And when I got to the Hemel Hempstead, the goods, this was a crack one, the goods in, this was 10 to 4, had gone home, finished for the day. But the office staff were there and they took small items in the front in reception. I don't know, it's to an aerospace company. But hey, they took it. So that was 4 o'clock. So what I did then, I had a look at the feed. There wasn't a lot, there was nothing around where I was going. I thought, I looked how much money I'd earned that day and it was 181. And I did no mileage. I'd literally done 200 mile. And I thought, well, I could drive home and I'll still be well in. And I thought, yeah, and I was 40 odd miles from home. I thought 46, I thought, I might as well have an early finish. So I looked at the feed and I looked at put Northampton on, which I do regular now in the afternoon. I'll stop, got my laptop, put Northampton as my location within 30 miles for the next day. And sure enough, there was 2 on there. One to Leeds, near Leeds, and one to Havant near Portsmouth. Both the next morning. One 8 o'clock, one 8:30. So I quoted on both. I thought I'll quote on both and hopefully get one. So I put the laptop away after I quoted and started going home. And I'd almost got home. I was virtually coming off at junction 15 where it's all 60 mile an hour limit, it takes forever. And phone popped up, the phone come on. And it was a lady and she says, are you okay to do a job for me tomorrow morning? And I thought, I don't know which one it is. I said, yeah. I said, is that pickup? And she says, yeah, 8:30 from Northampton to Havant. And I went, yeah, that's fine. So she said, I'll send it over to you, thanks very much. And so that was to this morning's job, Wednesday. I was home at 5, I was home before 5 yesterday. So again, another nice easy day. And I had an hour's break in the middle, hour and a couple of cups of coffee in the middle. So it didn't really work. It don't seem like a day's work to me. And then today I've been down to Havant, dropped off in Havant, and then I did a second job. I need to get back. It's the bike night tonight. It's the All Seasons Cafe Northampton bike night. Weather's looking a bit iffy, but it's the bike night tonight. So we desperately like to get home and see a few of the boys. And I did the job to Havant, and then on the way down again I was stuck in a lot of traffic on between Southampton and Havant. In fact, to come to a grinding halt, there was something happening, and a job popped up from Southampton to Reading, and I thought that'll do. I thought it's 47 miles, so I quoted 42 quid, and I thought, well, I'll do that as loaded because I've had good money coming down, and I thought Havant to Southampton's about 15ish, 16 mile, and I got a phone call, yep, and it was booze. It was from someone who distributes booze. They do it, they're quite regular, Matthew Clark's. They do it from, there's one in Bedford I've done work for before, and this was 90 kilos, because I was expecting when she says, are you okay to do the booze, I said, yeah. I says, what? I said, did it say 90 kilograms? I said, normally it's kegs and that. She said, no, it's 90 kilograms. It's one drop. It's just wine and spirits. Okay. So that's what we did. We picked up Southampton. It was a 12 o'clock pickup. Got there at 11:45. And luckily I've done this before. You go to the transport office, get your paperwork, then go and see the man. He gets the pallet to the back of your van, and I check it all on. And there was only 10 cases, the whole lot was 10 cases of booze. So I took that to Reading. Yeah, Reading. Took it to Reading. It was outside Reading. It was further along. It was on the edge of Reading, in business park. Dropped it there. It'd got to go to Heathrow. I took it to a company that does food and everything, and they take spirits as well. So I dropped that there. Job done. And I thought, well, it's bike night, and I was hoping to get a Reading to Aylesbury, pick up 10 to 4, deliver Aylesbury, then straight to bike night, but that had already gone. But the best thing was, there was one from Marlow, which is only 10 miles from Reading, and that's where I am now, at Marlow, and I've got less mileage to do. I quoted 34 quid for 37 miles, and we're in, so we got it. So that'll be today. I should be picking up at 10 to 4. The lovely lady in the pod, in the COVID pods, I've already spoke to her and says if I nod off, come and wake me up, because I'm sometimes full of a kip. She seems really nice. There's already 2 people who, since I've been here, had the COVID. Seems like there's more people taking the test now. So that's Wednesday done. A little trip and I'm done. It's been an easy week. It has. Doesn't seem like I've had no stress, no hard work. Everything's gone okay. Had the fun and games with the bit for the BMW, but that's not too bad. Noticed there was only today. I looked, there was about 170 jobs on there, whereas last week and the week before there was over 200 every day. So whether it's just dropped off a bit, I don't know. But it seems to be doing alright. So over the 3 days, I'm still going to be averaging about 180 a day, which is 900 a week. I'd like to get it to 1,000, but there's a good chance tomorrow, Friday, I could probably end up doing a long day tomorrow. Night out, tramping, long day Friday back. I could get 1,000 easy, I suppose, hopefully. But 900 I'll take. 900 is good enough. Got to make money. Because next week, 4-day week. I'm doing Monday to Thursday. Friday I'm off. Actually, I may do Friday. I've got a... I forgot. I've got something Friday morning to do. Oh, we're on a gas check on our lodge. We have it once a year. You have to have a gas safety check. And they're coming at 8 o'clock, so they'll be there for about 3/4 of an hour. So I want to stay locally, because Saturday we were off on holiday for a week on the boat, on the Broads. Really looking forward to a break. Me, my good lady and my dog, our dog. So that's Wednesday. All good. Got to look for some tyres for the van as well. That's another thing I've got to look for. I've got 2 rear tyres needed. I tried to get some. I'll get the 2 front ones changed. I told you in a previous video in Manchester at 20 to 6 at night. I went to a little independent tyre company. He did 2 tyres, tracked, laser tracked, all the rubbish in a wheel alignment in 20 minutes, 25 minutes. Brilliant. And the tyres are superb. But the back ones are still alright. But apparently I tried to get them in Penzance. I was staying there the night, and I went to a tyre place, and down there you have to order everything. And it takes 3 to 4 days, because they're just slow with the orders. So that didn't happen. But he did do a gauge on them. I put a gauge on them, and I reckon they was about done. But he says no, they've got about another 1,500 mile, which will be the end of this week, middle of this week. So I will definitely have to get them sorted this weekend, or one day if I've got some time during the day. Have a look. I don't use Quick Fit or these big places, Alfred's, because I just think they rip you off. They really do. I like to give it to someone who works for themselves, independent family business, who give them a bit of money. So 2 tyres new on the van. The bike, my motorbike, Pan-European, that went in yesterday. It's got his MOT coming up and service. My mate does that. Alex took it to his house last night. That was another good thing about getting home. And he's got that, so that's all good. So speak soon for the rest of the week.